This is not the first time they have been doing it repeatedly. Yes, we are talking about the attitude of the Western journalists, particularly those from the so-called media organization like BBC, who always try to take India's development story for a ride. Yet again, while interviewing the Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Hardeep Singh Puri, a BBC journalist tried to mock the minister, asserting that India still depends on the dirtiest fuel for power, referring to coal.
The decarbonisation debate is succeeding. But the problem you've got is that you're still massively reliant on coal, the dirtiest fossil fuel for your power. Hang on, let me just finish the point. Coal still generates 75% of India's power. And you're still building new coal-fired power stations.
And the reporter did not stop here. He even tried to quote an individual identified as Nandini Das to prove the union minister wrong. But Minister Hardeep Singh Puri rather schooled the BBC journalist and giving him a befitting reply that too based on fact, even questioning the biased briefing notes of the BBC reporter. Intervening Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri immediately corrected the reporter and pointing out that power for the electricity accounts for just 17% of India's overall energy, while Indian refineries were fast moving into green hydrogen. And the minister, who even referred to himself as Energy Transition Minister, apprised of how the transition in energy was taking place in the country. Doing some straight talk with the BBC reporter, Union Minister Hardeep Puri questioned Western NGOs and the other people in the West, whom he said were extremely jealous of Indian transition in the energy sector. Or he asked the journalist to look into Indian biofuel program and the Indian green hydrogen field before making a comment on coal. And the minister even referred to a fossilized mindset of some, obviously indicating to those opposing the Indian energy transition.
A lot of people drawing inspiration from Western NGOs, from people in the West who are extremely jealous of the Indian transition.
Also, former Indian Foreign Service officer Hardeep Puri reminded BBC journalists as to how India has fulfilled its Paris commitments and asked him to question those countries that are pulling out of the climate change.
Today, India is one country which has met its Paris commitments. You should be, as a global news output, addressing those countries which are pulling out of climate change, which want, etc.
Of course, BBC reporter, who seems to be in the habit of showing India in poor light, got a suitable reply for the Union Minister. And BBC journalists have been known for the biased reporting for long, and they are very now and then seen favoring the West. Not very long back, on March 30, 2024, Guyana's President Mohamed Irfan Ali had to scold a BBC journalist, Stephen Sacker, who had questioned the president on Guyana's carbon emission rates, as latter planned to extract oil and gas along its coast. And what gives you the right to lecture us, said Guyana's president, schooling the BBC. He reminded the interviewer about Guyana's contribution to afforestation. Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of the England and the Scotland combined, and a forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of the carbon, a forest that we have kept alive, he said at the very face of the Sacker, leaving his dumb. Further exposing Western hypocrisy, the Guyanese president Mohamed Irfan Ali said that those who had destroyed the environment are now questioning his country.
Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of England and Scotland combined? A forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon, a forest that we have kept alive, a forest that we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
Does that give you the right to lecture us on climate change? I'm going to lecture you on climate change because we have kept this forest alive that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon that you enjoy, that the world enjoy, that you don't pay us for, that you don't value, that you don't see a value in, that the people of Guyana has kept alive. Guess what? We have the lowest deforestation rate in the world. And guess what? Even with our greatest exploration of the oil and gas resource we have now, we will still be net zero. Guyana will still be net zero.
But then the question comes up, BBC has a history of playing to the galleries of the West, but the way Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri replied, or even the response of Guyanese president schooling BBC, are a lesson for such a Western propaganda spreading organization.